Well, we're playing with cars today. Welcome back to another episode of the W140 Diaries. We've got my newly purchased W140 S320. We're also cleaning up Nate's Genesis G70 that has 3 pedals after a little track day at Summit Point. And some of you asked about the Acura Legend that was in the background of all of this last time. So let's take a look. We'll start with the Acura.
If it breaks, this thing, if it breaks, the shape this one.
Sometimes, I mean, this one's been so dead though.
So this is a what? First of all, this is Jeremiah, one of my girlies. And this is
94.
94.
Legend.
Your friend's grandmother's car?
It was my best friend, John's aunt's car.
Okay.
She bought it second. She was the second owner. Bought it with like 30,000 miles or something like that.
Okay. Whoever say hi to Daisy. This is Daisy.
Say hey, Dave.
It's got what, 195,000 miles?
195,995.
Ooh.
Is that thing still on?
It beeped. Yeah, it's still on.
It may not have enough juice.
Nope. That's just 10.8 volts.
That starter's also sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll need the second one.
And I guess this needs 2 jump packs because it's dead. So
dead.
Jeremiah's a mechanic by trade, so this is all totally totally normal and safe and kosher.
This is what we're doing.
Hey, there she goes. Sounds great. Interior, you know, Acura leather ages like milk in the sun, but you know, the paint's a little eh.
Yeah, on the top.
And then it needs like brake stuff?
It needs brake stuff. Sometimes it smokes a little. It does all the Acura Legend things. Right?
Yeah.
So it just needs me to have time.
I know how that goes.
Right.
Speaking of Mercedes stuff, let's take a look. Okay.
I'm gonna slide this out.
Okay.
That's the tab. Somebody's already. Yeah. See,
Someone's been in here. Okay. So we're pulling this all apart. We got this guy. This is what goes around the shifter itself, and then took off the wood on the front of the ashtray, and now we're just prying the wood console out without. We're trying to not break this because we have to get this guy off to replace the shifter segment. So we're just fighting with it. That's all.
The next day.
Well, we bring you an interlude from working on the shift segment because we need some radio removal tools to get that and the HVAC controls out, to get the whole wood trim console out, to et cetera, et cetera. But I do have something else to work on, and that is the passenger door mirror. So we're in my alley and it's noisy. And if we look right here, this is the passenger door mirror, and if you notice, it is broken. So the frame itself in here is broken, and also the wiring is all shorted out. That's a common thing on these W140s, and I think I mentioned in the first video, the previous owner said that he went to adjust the mirror, got a big puff of smoke, and then a bunch of stuff stopped working because the front power seats, the telescoping steering wheel, and both power side door mirrors are all on the same circuit. So I cheated a little bit. I didn't show you all this, but I actually took this mirror off already, and I'll show you how bad the wiring is, but it's really bad. So that on top of the frame being broken, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna swap just this outer black plastic onto an entire new mirror assembly. So I'll show you what actually happens here. Like I said in the first video, the engine harnesses on these cars were known for being biodegradable. They fixed those for '96, which this car is, but the door mirrors are still biodegradable harnesses, and when they crumble, all sorts of things go wrong. So we have a new mirror assembly. This came from a parts car in Arizona or California or something, and this is going to ideally be pretty perfect. So the nice thing about all this is that this entire thing, and I guess the glass needs to be reattached, but all of these wires are in good shape, which I know it doesn't look like it because they're cut, but it doesn't much matter. This right here, these wires are the problem children, and we're gonna go ahead and swap this mirror on for the other one. So looking at this door mirror a little closer, these are your two connectors right here. Now on the 96 and up cars, which this one is, these are on the outside of the mirror. This is all on the outside of the door. On the older cars, that's all on the inside of the door. So I'm gonna unplug these two pigtails that the parts guy cut here, because that doesn't matter. I just need these connectors to be good. Earliest thing, so on these, if you want to steal one of these, which please do not steal one of these, but if this is folded in, all you have to do to remove this is remove 1, 2, and 3 Phillips head screws, and this entire thing will come right off. Now, I already unplugged this one because, like I said, I cheated and I looked at this before, but if we take a look at this here, this all looks pretty normal, right? But if we take the cover off, you'll see just how nasty this all is. All right, so we've got this whole mirror off. Now I want to get this black plastic off, and I don't know if you can see in here or not, probably not because it's a big cave, but there is a little spring that you just have to push on, and the entire thing will slide right out of the black plastic. And when you get this all undone, then the mirror's innards will very carefully come out of here. So now I just have the black plastic. This is the body color piece. So if you want to see all of the badness, take a look at those wires. Those should all be different colors covered in insulation, and they are very not. So this is the problem. They all crumble, the insulation crumbles, they all touch, and they all short things out. And I looked at this and said, this is not worth it when I can just buy one that's in good shape and put it on the car, and it'll probably be in much better condition. You can see here, this is where the frame broke, right where that piece is broken, right here on my thumb. So this is part of the folding mechanism. That's the little ratchet guy and the motor there. So hopefully the new mirror will solve all these issues. All right, so these two friends slide right in here, and this is a bit tricky because this is all very tight, but there's one. Of course, this is so easy. So easy. Okay, those are in there. I just have to make sure the seal is lined up and the mirror itself. Get these screws in there. I'll at least get this one on so that I can have the mirror sort of held on the door, not go flying. I find the entire thing quite funny that this is all held on by Phillips head screws. But, you know, if that's what works, I guess that's what works. So we have the passenger mirror on the car, and here's the thing I'm a little concerned about. We're gonna just go with it. The driver's mirror is already extended because this one was out when the fuse blew, and then this one over here, of course, is folded in because that's how it was removed from the car. So I've got the mirror control in the folded position. That's how it was. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it out and see if this one extends. And with some fiddling on the switch, I did make it work. So this is because I don't know how to use this car. So all I did was this will pull them in, and they both folded back in, or rather the driver's side would fold it in there, and then I guess pushing it outward or up makes them fold out. Look at that. I fixed a thing. Yay. They both work. So, all right, next big thing up to do is to get this shift segment replaced. You can see we took off the wood trim on the ashtray here, but we have to pull the radio and the climate control because there's 2 bolts right here that hold this entire wood trim on. This has to come off, and then you pull this surround piece off, and then this comes off, and then there's the little segment that keeps this more over in the drive section versus 4. It does engage drive now, so I'm not that concerned, but that is something I do want to fix. And then otherwise, looking further up here, one other quick thing, this trim piece is falling down. I want to just replace that, and then the little fan in here that runs the interior air temperature thingy, to tell it what the interior climate control needs to do. This is making noise and it's irritating me. So those are kind of my to-dos, but with the mirrors working and adjustable, this means I can get the car tagged and registered. It's already insured on Hagerty, so super excited because that means I can drive it, I can get it detailed. It is really clean. It probably needs a good cut and polish and ceramic coat and all that, but that's easy enough to have done. I'm bad with bodywork, so I'll let someone else do that. But other fun thing is that we discovered the 6 CD changer does indeed work, and we got some of Jeremiah's CDs in here, so that's really exciting. And if we look inside the center console, I also have the Mercedes-Benz demonstration cassette, which honestly, that and the FM radio sound like garbage. Very low fidelity, but the CD player sounds great. So I know Grom Audio makes a Bluetooth kit for these, so I'm gonna probably try and buy one and add that so I can pair my phone to all this. But otherwise, we're close to driving it. I'm excited. So that's that for today. We're gonna come back and do that shift segment, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you for the next one.